Whether you wear a cowboy hat or a farmer's cap, if you've got cattle, you pay your beef checkoff. But did you know that for every dollar invested, it returns a $5 bill? So get to know your checkoff. Sponsor of this week, Samuelson Sez. Several times during the past year, I've talked about the threat of animal activists to animal agriculture in the United States. Your reaction has been interesting. Many of you have applauded and expressed concern over the threat from the Humane Society of the United States, PETA, and other organizations. Others have said, I hate animals if I am willing to let them be mistreated. And then an interesting email from a rancher who said, they're not going to put me out of business. I don't think they can do it. Well, to get some reinforcement at the ranch of Andy Grosetta in Cottonwood, Arizona, I talked to Andy about the threat of animal agriculture activists to the industry.
When I served as NCBA president in 2008, I told my fellow cattlemen that the number one threat to animal agriculture and the number one threat to the cattle business in this country are the animal rights activists, and they're for real. They're strategic, they're smart, they're well financed, and they want to put us out of business. And that's, we have a lot of issues, major issues in our industry, but this particular issue will put us literally out of business. And as I traveled around the country, I've told people, not only in the cattle business but in the farming business, those of us in agriculture, there's just less than 2% of the U.S. population involved in agriculture. It's probably closer to 1%. I've heard the 2% figure for years. But nevertheless, we need to stand together and be united and speak with one voice.
I hope that puts an end to your doubts, if you're involved in animal agriculture, that the threat is real. Millions of dollars available to carry out their campaigns, and they know how to tell their story. Agriculture, and all of us who speak on behalf of agriculture, must do constantly a better job of telling our story. My thoughts on Samuelson Sez.